So Janine is back from earlier in the week where we did a War of the Roses with her.
Yes, we did To Catch a Cheater, War of the Roses. Janine was just adamant that her sister's boyfriend was still communicating with his ex. Now, a couple months ago, her sister had found text messages between the boyfriend and the ex. This was an ex that he had. They were together 5 years, lived together, had a dog. It was very serious. She broke up with him. He was still pining for her, but she was like, we are never, ever, ever getting back together.
In the words of the great philosopher Taylor Swift.
As always, I love quoting her. And she found those messages, and he made a promise that he would never communicate with his ex again. And they weren't like scandalous. It wasn't like infidelity or like inappropriate text messages. It was just the fact that there was communication that he was hiding. Her sister was more upset about like the fact that he was trying to hide it. So he promised never to communicate with her again. But the sister is like, my gut is telling me he's still talking to his ex. And the family knows he's going to propose this weekend. Before he proposes, I need my sister to know if he is still communicating with the ex. Sure enough, we did War of the Roses. He was offered a free bouquet. Who does he send it to? The ex, with the note saying, you'll always have a piece in my heart, or something along those lines. So now Janine was like waffling on what she was going to do, how to tell her sister, etc. And she was supposed to come to a final conclusion of what she was going to do this weekend.
Hey, Janine.
Hey, guys.
Hi. Okay. So what's the game plan?
Oh, I don't know. I need some help. Since the call, I've just been on a total emotional roller coaster. It's been so up and down. At first, I was just second guessing myself. Like, am I overstepping? What if I ruin her happiness for nothing? And then I was pissed. And then I was angry, and I was just like, I can't believe he even risked hurting her when he's about to propose. And then I just felt really bad. I felt guilty, and I'm like, am I going to be the one to break my sister's heart if I tell her? And after going waffling all these ways, I already just hit, and I decided I have to tell her. Mm-hmm. Like, before he gets down on one knee, because I couldn't live with myself knowing the truth and then staying silent.
Right. Because if they get married, he ends up screwing around, and you've got this big old red flag that you saw before, and she didn't even know was there. I wouldn't be able to live with myself either.
All right. So today, because he's going to propose sometime this weekend. So I mean, we waited till the 11th hour. I'm assuming you're going to have a conversation with her today.
Yes. I made a pros and cons list galore, back and forth, up and down. I just kept doing them. And I know, like, telling her she deserves to know the truth before she decides to say yes to this proposal. And the other pro is, like, if it was reversed, I would want my sister to tell me. I would need to know. And then the other thing is that whether it's me or not, secrets like this always come out eventually. And it's better from family than blindsiding her later.
Agreed.
But then my cons and my hesitation is, like, obviously I don't want to shatter my sister's happiness right before this huge, amazing moment. And the other one, not many, I'm so scared, that, my sister's going to choose the messenger and she's going to resent me instead of her boyfriend. And then I'm, again, just like, am I inserting myself somewhere that my sister may not want me to be, and that maybe she doesn't want to know about this?
Well, I want to do a quick correction, because for me, you're not shattering your sister's happiness. He already did that by communicating with his ex. Now, how that's going to be perceived by her, whether she's going to target you or target him, that remains to be seen. But you, of all people, know your sister the best, and how she might be able to digest this news.
At the end of the day, I know this sounds kind of cliche-ish and simple, but doing the right thing is never the wrong decision. And doing the right thing here is telling your sister the way it's absorbed and what happens in her future. You don't have control over that, but you're doing the right thing.
And you're still doing the right thing, even if when you tell your sister, she feels like you did the wrong thing. Like, if you have this information and you know you can do something to save your sister a longer heartbreak, that's always going to be the right decision, even if she's not going to make you feel like that in the moment.
Okay, so rather than debate, should I do it or not do it? It already sounds like you're going to do it. So
no, this helps. Thank you. Yeah.
So how
do I even start the conversation though?
Yeah, let's work on that.
Do I rip off the Band-Aid, or do I, like, ease into it?
I try to start these conversations like, look, there is something deeply, deeply troubling that I have to tell you, just so, and get right to it. I mean, beating around the bush and trying to mix, that's where I always I retreat because I overthink exactly what I'm supposed to say on that very first line, and I can never quite figure it out. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just not going to deal with it. Just go in there and be straightforward and kind and sensitive.
If I were you, I would avoid the whole War of the Roses radio part as long as you can. Like, find some way to phrase it, because she will find some way to twist it on you to make it seem like you were trying to stir drama by going to this radio show. Just bring her the information.
Okay.
Say, I know this guy is stepping out on you. This is what I know. He sent flowers to her, blah, 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 blah. And start from there. And then if you really have to get into the nitty gritty, then just send the clip for the podcast.
Yeah, because I mean, if I'm getting this information, I have to see the proof. So I would be adamant, okay, where is this coming from? How do you know this?
Yeah, the first question is going to be, how do you know? So you're going to have to bring something to the table. I agree with Kristen on that, and Abby
so
on that.
I start with the basics, and then when if she has questions, which I'm assuming she definitely will, then I can offer whatever needs to be offered if she needs it.
Yes. Yeah.
And women know we have these weird spidey senses. She probably already suspects that something's going on. So you're probably not going to shock her that much. You might even confirm some suspicions she's already had.
Oh, yeah. And then do I sit down with her, just her and I, or do I have my family there so she feels supported?
No.
One-on-one.
Yeah, one-on-one.
One-on-one.
You, her, and a bottle of tequila.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right, keep us posted on Monday and let us know how it goes, okay? Good luck today.
Okay. All right. Thank you guys so much.
That is not fun. All right, we'll talk to you on Monday.
The Bert Show.